Yeah, beautiful. I love the okay.
It just looks good, doesn't it?
I love the bridge pickup on this, and I like the neck pickup on
the other one.
On the 59. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to have a switch around.
You never. I think on any guitar I've ever played, there might be something like that's just got the edge on that when you go to the bridge and it's.
Yeah.
That sounds really good, doesn't it?
Yes, that Go on, Aynsley, which of the two, if you had the check in your pocket?
I'll take both.
I'm unlikely ever to be in a position to choose whether I'm going to be buying a £100,000 guitar or a £250,000 guitar. But it's fun to think about, really, isn't it? Now, having played both of these and having spent some time listening to Aynsley playing them in the room, which was honestly phenomenal. I mean, beyond anything I've really ever had a chance to experience, you know, listening to guitar before. These guitars had different attributes that made them both just incredible and beautiful. You know, it's hard to justify values like that, but obviously things are only worth what people are going to pay for them. And if I was a very, very, very wealthy person, I probably could be persuaded to buy one of these. I would just struggle to decide which. Now, when it comes to a Les Paul, I equally play between the neck and the bridge pickup. So I'm looking for something that would have those attributes. And of course, each of these guitars sounds fabulous by themselves in their own right. But ultimately, for me, it's the best neck pickup position I've ever heard is this 59 burst, and the best bridge Les Paul position I've ever heard is this 57 Goldtop. So I've got, you know, a dilemma, my hypothetical dilemma. I thought it was interesting to point out though that how different they can be. You know, they're PAF pickups, they're both Les Pauls, they're both made in a similar era to each other, and yet they're so different in the way they feel and play. I mean, the 59 was really quite lightweight to pick up. The Goldtop was actually really quite heavy to pick up. They both sounded incredibly loud when they were played without being plugged in. You know, they were both in used, you know, really well played condition, which I think is a really cool thing that people have played these over the years. I mean, the 59 has quite a lot of pitting on the fingerboard. The binding is in places a little bit coming away or damaged, and you have to be a little bit careful. You can see where someone has picked a lot, you know, as they've played on the front of the guitar. It's just gorgeous. And, you know, those Goldtops, they age so beautifully. You know, I've been thinking about this for a week because it's just a fun thing to think about. If you could have the chance, which would it be? I mean, it's easy to look at these just as two different coloured Les Pauls and they do the same thing, but they really don't. So let's hear a little bit more. You know, thinking back on it now and listening to those recordings, when the 59 was in the neck position and the Goldtop was in the bridge position, it was like you could feel the whole vibration of the instrument, the pickups, everything together in the room. You know, it really brought you to attention and you could only concentrate on what was going on in front of you. You know, there was this sort of harmony between the two that it was unreal. So, I mean, obviously, if you put the bridge pickup from the Goldtop in the 59, maybe it wouldn't work. Maybe there's something about the luck of the serendipity, right, of those things being together. Take it as it is. You know, the neck pickup on that 59 is incredibly special, and that's what makes that guitar special, in my opinion, apart from all the other things we think about it. And the same with that Goldtop. Sometimes you have to play and hear these things in person to believe, and you know, these are special. Now, not every 59 and 57 is going to be special in that sense. They've probably all got a story to tell, even if they've been kept in a case for 60 years. That's a story in itself, and someone's lucky to discover it now. But in terms of playability, there's a reason these both look played. They both look like people took them out and wanted to play them a lot. And who knows what improved what? Maybe being played so much has done something to the guitar, you know, just the played in feeling of them. So, hand on heart, I don't know which one I would choose if I had the money. I'd probably pick the Goldtop just because I have a thing for Goldtops, but I have a thing for bursts too. This is just a silly thought experiment, really. I just wanted to get across to you how much difference there can be, you know, and that's fantastic. Whereas, I mean, I've been in shops recently and played, you know, a number of Les Pauls that have come off the line, the standard ones, not the custom shop ones, which may have attention put into making them different. But the standard Les Pauls can all sound a little bit similar to each other because maybe they've made the pickups in a way that's a little bit more homogeneous and uniform, and there's a certain output they want to hit, and all of those sorts of things. And maybe there's just not the wealth of old wood available to make such a difference. You know, maybe this wood is coming out in big batches and lots of guitars being made out of this batch, and therefore there's some level of uniformity within certain batches. Who knows? But I love the magic and the mysticism and the legend of these old guitars, and I think that myth and legend should live on. You know, these really are something special. It doesn't matter what they cost, because even if they cost 50p, there's still only a few hundred real 59s to go around. So you're unlikely to have one. I'm unlikely to have one. But I'm just glad that we get to sort of still experience these, and you know, they were well enough made that they're probably going to last, you know, another 100, 200 years, and if they're well looked after, who knows. But anyway, this was just a fun one, and this took the part, or the second part of the 3-part series of these guitars through different amps. All of this was through the Rift Aynsley Lister amp, and in the next video they'll all be through the 2 Rock Classic Reverb Signature. So if you haven't seen the first part, that was more of a demo type video than a thought, sort of me talking, thinking video, and that was on the Matchless C30, which I thought just sounded incredible. Quite different to this. This had more of that classic rock tone that I think of with these guitars. But yeah, anyway, again, thanks Aynsley for playing, and thanks Clive for lending the guitars for a few hours. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers. This one sounds really, really special.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's probably the best guitar I've ever heard being played in front of me.
Everybody's picked it up has gone.
Yeah.